Hello, everybody. Welcome to Highland High School's baseball field, home of Highland High School baseball. As you can tell, we got new fencing out there, new padding, I ought to say. Looks mighty good, doesn't it, folks? The players that were drafted in the MLB, the fact that we made the Final Four 7 years ago, good Lord, it's been 7 years. But enough on that, more on the fact that there's a baseball game that needs to be played today, featuring your Highland Hornets and Copley Indians, and Copley and Fairlawn, of course. But of course, they just go by Copley Indians. We should have ourselves a dandy on our hands today. These are two very good schools. Copley, however, only one in American Conference play. We are 1-0 in American Conference play. In fact, these two teams met just yesterday when we beat them 6-2 out at Copley High School. So there is that. Should be entertaining to say the least. Chilly, but entertaining nonetheless. The good guys are looking to pick up a win over one of our biggest rivals, the Copley Indians. I think it can happen, folks. You never know. I mean, you probably know because this team's pretty good. I mean, we beat North Canton over first game of the season. What was that? 6-4, I think, and then we beat Copley 6-2. Both games on the road. This game, of course, at home, sweet home. Would have been there yesterday, but you have a night class, so there is that. Not too many night classes left for me. The semester is winding down at Ball Wallace, the oldest and greatest university in all of America. Who would have thunk it? Well, folks, you should know who I am by now, but if you don't, I'm Tommy Maroon for WCMU, Copley Mountain Union. April Fools. Okay, that was pretty bad, but what's not bad is that this team's really good at what they do. And when I say they're really good, I mean we got 11 seniors, 9 juniors, and a very stacked roster. A lot of players, a lot of sophomores, too. In fact, this is a very deep and rich roster. We got 22 players on the team, and it's hopefully going to result in some districts, maybe some regions, and who knows, maybe a trip to the state championship. You never know what can happen now that there are 7 divisions in high school baseball. So there is that. Good team out here, good players, good kids. Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. Just need to turn up the brightness a little bit, because it's a sunny day today. You'd expect when it's sunny to be very warm, but that has not been the case. Weather going to be in the 40s, which is why I'm wearing a winter jacket. And see a lot of these players in long sleeves, very few in short sleeves. I don't blame them. I do the same thing. Sorry. Of course, VW plays Heidelberg in baseball today. Of course, that game, well, the first game was probably complete. Hopefully, we won that game. I assume we won it at least. Once again, folks. There we go. Looks like we'll be lined up for the national anthem in just a bit as the coaches shake hands and get ready for what should be an entertaining ball game. Looks like we're going to take the field. So there is that, ladies and gentlemen. On the mound today for us, that's Cooper Richanevsky. And behind the plate, that is Peyton Ganda. At third, Noah Radigan. At short, Anthony DePompey. At second is Cam Cook. At first is Grady Gibb. Left field, that's Jaden Barr. Center, Landon Soy. And at right is Kyle Williams. And what does the Copley lineup look like? Well, fortunately for you folks at home, I got it right here. Wow, how about that? Leading off is James Waterman. After that is number 2, Hudson Abel. Then it's Evan Chmielewski. Then after that, I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention to the screen. It doesn't even show it. After that is number 6, Jalen Owens. After that is number 14. That would be Max Ferris. Then number 9 would be Jake Stitzinger. Number 4, A.Z. Patterson. Number 15, Dominic Figueroa. number 10, that would be Nathan Strausser. Cooper Richnevsky, a left-hander on the mound for us once again today. What should be a dandy. These two teams trying to pick up a win. We stole one from Copley at Copley last week, or last night, I ought to say, not last week. What am I saying? Good Lord. What I'm also saying is that this should be fun today. The Highland Hornets and the Copley Indians. Of course, last year I brought my handy-dandy computer with me, but because I don't want to lose and because I feel like it's kind of a waste of battery, I decided to keep it at home this season, and at least today. Maybe I'll do it later this season, I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it, folks. We got the baseballs in, and that James Waterman's going to lead things off for Copley, the baseman for the Indians. We are set and ready to go. Cooper Richnevsky once again on the mound for the good guys. Yep, Cooper, a good kid. They're going for James Waterman, the left-handed hitting third baseman. And here we go. Hornets, Indians. First pitch. Upstairs. Great to have you aboard. Time Ranger play-by-play now on this chilly home opener here in Granger, Ohio. Of course, the first two games were on the road. North Canton, Hoover, and Copley won both those games 6-4, 6-2, respectively. This one's hit in the air out to right. Kyle Williams will catch this thing, one gone. So nice, easy two-pitch out. Ain't no complaints from Cooper on that. After that, it'll be Hudson Abel, the center fielder for Copley. Abel waiting from Cooper. Don't know who our umpires are today, though, folks, as this pitch misses, or makes it into 0-1, excuse me. I don't know who the umpires are, and I apologize for that. Should know. Don't ask for who they are, though, because they usually show up, and when I'm live streaming 0-2. The umpires do a good job. We all know that by now. And they deserve all your respect. Deserve all my respect, and we get all my respect. Ain't no denying that. Cooper ahead, 0-2 here to Abel. And here it comes. Hit in the air up towards the first base side. Grady Gibb will secure it. 2 gone. Cam Cook's hat fell off in the process, but 5 pitches to get the first 2 outs. No complaints once again from Cooper. No, you think you'd rather have a strikeout out there. Evan Chmielewski is up. Chmielewski is the shortstop for the Indians. Scoreless game, top half the first. Guns it in there for a strike. Remember, folks, 7 innings in high school baseball, unlike what we've seen in D3 all season long, where it's 9 innings. It's 7 in high school. Ball upstairs, 1-1. 2 out here, nobody on. Copley's first 2 men retired pretty easily with a fly out to Kyle and a pop out to Grady. And now it is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Evan Chmielewski. Cooper gets set. Lets it go. Bounces it. 2-2. 10th pitch of the inning coming up. So 5 in this at bat, 5 in the first 2, if you do the math. 2-2. Oh, that's having foul towards the bullpen. And way out of play. Right around there. I don't know if you can see it or whatnot. Well, what I can tell you is that it's still 2-2. Chmielewski. He waits the pitch. Hit in the air at the deep left. Jaden going after it, still going after it. He will not get there. That is indeed a fair ball. That might be 2, maybe 3. It's going to be 2. Good gun by Jaden, but it's a 2-out double. That breaks up the no-hitter. I know I always say that, but it's true. Brody Petrie's up. Petrie with a good opportunity for Copley. Going to ground one right to Noah Radigan, and he's going to go towards second. I don't know about this. Got to get him out. Got to get him out, and he's safe. Phone-headed play by Noah Radigan. Should have gone down to first and got that out. Bound to drive Coach Grissom nuts. So Chmielewski makes it down to third on a very heads-up play. No, we should have just thrown that down to first. Sorry, folks. Just trying to fix this. Number 14, that is Max Ferris with men at the corners and 2 out in the first. Ferris takes upstairs 1-0. Started off as a promising inning, too. First 2 men were out on a fly out to Kyle and a pop out to Grady. Things haven't really been going that well ever since. Jaden watched that ball almost get out of here. There's a ground ball right in front of the mound. Cooper's got Hurricane down to first, and play by Noah Radigan's not going to hurt us. All right, 3 gone. 0-0. Speaking of Noah Radigan, he will be on deck to kick off this inning. I'm sorry about this camera, folks. Here's what our lineup looks like. It looks like Landon Soy, Noah Radigan, Casey Miser, Peyton Ganda, Grady Gibb, Jaden Barr, Cam Cook, Kyle Williams, and Anthony DePompe. Pitching for the Indians, that would be A.Z. Patterson, a right-handed senior for Copley. In fact, everybody throws right-handed except for Gavin Miller for the Copley Indians, so there is that. How does this field look like? Well, it's Jake Stitzinger behind the plate. At first, that would be Dominic Figueroa. At second would be Max Ferris. At third would be James Waterman. At short, Evan Chmielewski. Left, that would be Nathan Strausser. At center, Hudson Abel. At right is number 6, Jalen Owens. And DHing for them, Brody Petrie. So that's how things look for the Indians. Is he going to try to match Cooper's donut in that first inning? Not a bad player, that's for sure. Not a bad pitcher, that's for sure. So we'll see how we can fare against him. So top the order up as you might expect in the first inning, of course. Copley left 2 on in that first inning. And once again, that did not come back to haunt Noah Radigan, which is always a good thing. Noah Radigan's a great baseball player, but I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. We'll see what the top of the order has in stock for the good guys. We'll see what the baseball team has in stock out here today when it comes to the bat. I'm going to say throwing the balls. There's a rifle down to second. Ooh, that one went over the guy and off the fence. That guy was number 13. That would be Chad Snelling. Like us, Copley, very senior heavy. Many seniors on this team. Their head coach would be Ray Fantazzi. He's assisted by Angelo Forcioni and Scott Chouinard. Chouinard. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. So, righty for Copley. As Landon leads things off for the good guys in the bottom half of the first inning. Let's shatter in our dugout. Landon's going to watch strike one. Looked like it was lobbed in there 0-1. Oh, 1. Still all right. Easy Patterson going to let his 0-1 pitch go. And he lobs one in there again. 0-2. And then, of course, point guard on that district finals basketball team that had a phenomenal run this year. Best team probably in school history. No, we aren't really historically known for being a boys basketball school, but still, it's absolutely phenomenal nonetheless. Landon watches ball 1-2. Don't know if Coach Tanner's at the game or whatnot. He sometimes shows up. What I do know is that it's 1-2. Patterson gonna let this thing go, and he will Landon swing. Oh, he didn't tag him, but he's got to throw down at first. A good pickup there by the first baseman. Gets him. First baseman, once again, Dominic Figueroa. Now it's Noah Radigan. Noah Radigan, of course, also on the basketball team from last year. Of course, like Landon, he's also a senior. Strike one fired in there by A.Z. Patterson. For the weather today, it's not that shabby of a turnout. You probably wouldn't expect a large crowd on a cold day like this. Noah's going to foul one third base side. Makes it 0-2. Not too many people showing up to this live stream, making me a little sad. I will admit that. 0-2 to Noah. Patterson won't get Noah yet. He fights that thing foul, third base side. So 8th pitch of the inning for Mr. Patterson. In the outfield, hugging the left side. Patterson getting set. Lets it go. Ooh, they thought he had him right there, but it's a little bit inside, I guess. 1-2. 1-2 to the third baseman for us. Patterson. Not going to get him there either. Looks like he tried to backdoor him, and he failed. 2-2. So Noah really making life pretty difficult for Mr. Patterson. Not complaining. Noah does a good job. Gifted athlete, like all these fellas out here. And Noah's going to single in off center. Told you. And they are not going to let him go down to second, obviously, because they got that ball in pretty darn fast. Now it's Casey Miser, the big name for the good guys, big name for the Black and Green Brigade. This dude can really hit. I see the outfield backing up and swinging towards the right side. Of course, infield, as you might expect, I think they're in double play depth with the shortstop looking like he's closer to second. That just seems to be me. Both teams one hit in this contest so far. Chmielewski with the first one for Copley. Now Casey's going to ground one towards second. They'll be content with the out to first. Advancing Noah down to second, so that's all right. Now the Tiffin commit, Pitt and Ganda. Ganda, of course, the catcher for the good guys. Ganda trying to cash in Noah Radigan. Noah's got wheels, as we know by now. We'll see how things will fare out here. First pitch to Mr. Ganda. Oh, and nearly drilled Ganda. but it didn't. 1-0. No other man at second now. 2 gone in the bottom half of the first. Scoreless ball game, as you might expect early on in the contest. Patterson looking at Noah at second. He gets ready and fires his 1-0. Ganda bloops one foul. That ball way out of play. We hope that didn't hit my car. I'd be pretty unhappy if that hit my car. It's kind of parked around there. That would be bad. Ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. Ganda's going to take 2-1. 2-1 is AZ Patterson trying to get that third out of the inning. He got Casey on the ground out to second in his last at bat. Prior to this one, of course. Ganda gives this ball right out to right. That ball looks like it's going foul. That's because it is. 2-2, 2 out. Runner on base number 2. That's Noah Radigan. So Ganda fights that one off. Won't wait on it. That's all right. He's still at the dish. Made strike 2 though. 2-2. And he's gonna fight that thing too. Still a 2-ball, 2-strike count to Ganda. 4-year starter for the Black and Green Brigade. Really done a dandy for us. Ain't no denying that. 2 gone in the first inning once again. Still a 0-0 ball game. Patterson ready. And on 2-2. He gives up a ball now, no in some hot soup, but they won't throw down a second. On deck, who would be next? Grady Gibb. Heads up play there by Noah Radigan, not dancing down at third. I would have done the same thing, not danced down. Probably because you probably wouldn't have made it. And Ganda really making this a war of an at-bat. It's fouled back. Now, if you can tell the scoreboard or whatnot, but it says 3-2, 2 out in the bottom half of the first inning. Getting ready once again. AZ gonna let this go. And he walked him. All right. That means number 3, Grady Gibb, will come up to the dish. I believe Grady Gibb. Yep, Grady Gibb. So now Copley with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Patterson with Noah at second and Ganda at first. And Gibbs going to take a ball outside 1-0. Patterson in a bit of some trouble. Starting off pretty good. He got the first man out and landed via the strikeout, and then got, what do you call it, a single from Noah, and then got the second out, and then gave up a walk. That's been the story for AZ Patterson so far. He's going to miss that one pretty bad. Way upstairs. He's headhunting, isn't he, folks? 2-0. 2-0. 2 out. And first and second, force play at any base, of course. Once it's home plate. Grady going to take. That makes it 3-0. Would be next, you might be wondering, Jaden Barr. And Jaden's a pretty good hitter, if I say so myself. 3-0 to number 3, Grady Gibb. Easy trying to get out of this. I have the red, white if I'm Grady. And that's why. Ball 4. Take your base. They're loaded, folks. Noah at third. Ganda at second. And Grady at first for Jaden Barr, who homered yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And he's not afraid to do it again. Alrighty, frustrating scenario here. Sticky situation for Mr. Patterson. The catcher and Jake Stitzinger gonna talk with AZ. Jaden looking to cash in on this prime opportunity, golden opportunity, whatever you want to say. There's 2 outs, however. Jaden Barr. Launches ball 1 outside, 1-0. Again, Noah at third. Ganda at second. Grady at first. There's 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first. 1 little out, and that threat's all dead. Gotta be careful if you're Jaden. 1 ball, no strikes. Patterson wants to go. 2-0, and all of a sudden, AZ Patterson just can't find the plate. And I'm not going to complain. They might have to go to the bullpen early, at least earlier than anticipated. Is Jaden really in command now? 2-0. He may not have to swing the bat. He may cash in a run with a walker hit batter, considering how Patterson's throwing right now. Jaden takes the timeout. We're back up and running. Just once again, 2 gone, 0-0 contest. Now 2-0. Jaden's going to launch strike 1. 2-1 to Mr. Barr. Jaden's a senior, like many of these players out here today. We have a good chunk of seniors. There ain't no denying that, folks. 2-1 the pitch. Oh, Jaden looking silly on that. 2-2. 2-2. Jaden's got to be really careful here. Bases loaded, 2 gone, 2 strikes, 2 balls. AZ Patterson getting ready. He lets it go. And he got him. Good job by AZ Patterson to walk out of the bases loaded situation. It remains a scoreless contest after 1, so Cooper Richanowski will return to the mound after a pretty long break, in my opinion. I guess that break seemingly lasted a good chunk of time. There's Cooper, number 21 for the good guys. I see John, the athletic trainer, driving off. Driving away. At a Gatorade container, probably with a bunch of water for the teams. After Jaden goes down, look in, it's all right because it's still early on in the contest. Boy, it's been a while since the last time Copley's been up, considering how that inning went. I believe it's Jake Stitzinger, AZ Patterson, Dominic Figueroa. That's just what I think. I don't know if that's true or whatnot. Good look at the field right there. Of course, unlike Fisher, this is a grass field. No turf here. Don't know why. I wish we did have turf. That'd be pretty cool. But, oh well. Second inning here, 0-0. WHBW, your one stop for all things Highland and Baldwin Wallace. As Cooper spiked that one to the ground. Don't think he meant to do that. Here it comes. Handed down over to Cam Cook with Anthony playing back. Jake Stitzinger. Jake is the catcher for Copley. We stranded 2 in the first. We stranded 3. Cooper is ready. He returns to action by throwing a strike. 0-1. Good pitch right there. Patterson, of course, on deck. He's trying to help out his own cause. We'll see if he can do that once he comes up. There's one at first. Grady Gibbs got it. 1 gone. Nice and easy. Another 2 pitch out to start off the inning. Just like the first. And now it's A.Z. Patterson once again trying to help out his own cause. Number 4 for Copley. In fact, there's 19 players on the team, and the numbers go up to 19. That one is off target. 1-0. I don't know what all that yelling's about. Maybe about that call, but still way too early in the count to panic. Still way too early in the count to panic is right, even though it is 2-0. On this cold Tuesday afternoon here in Granger, Ohio, right where the old Granger Elementary building used to be. 2-1 actually is the count. I beg your pardon. My mistake. Cooper's ready. He's going to let his 2-1 go, and he missed. AZ ahead, 3-1. Figueroa, the man on deck. Here we go, Cooper. Gives up a foul ball off the screening. Full count. 1 gone here in the second. 6 pitch of the at-bat. Cooper gets set to go. And there's one out at center field. Easy play for Landon Soy. 2 gone. All right. Go to the Staples button. That was easy. 2 batters faced in this inning. Just 2 outs. 1-5. That's Figueroa, the first baseman for Copley. Ball 1 upstairs, 1-0. Feels good to be back. I know we haven't been broadcasting NWHBW games in a good matter of days. I know that may not sound like a lot, but to me it sure as heck feels like it. 1-1. Good pitch there by Cooper. Dugout barking out there. Cooper got set. Let's go. And it's 1-2. Cooper still yet to record a strikeout today. He'd love to get it here to Mr. Figueroa. Reset. Janowski gets the target. The left-hander ready. And let's go. And he got this first strikeout of the ballgame. How about that? Down in Oregon, those Indians. It'll be our turn to bat. In the bottom half of the second inning, you can see everything right there. Hopefully, I think you can. I know sometimes the scoreboard won't show up on this camera for some odd reason. I know at Revere and Copley's gym, it doesn't either. But it's Cam Cook, Kyle Williams, and Anthony DePompe waiting off for the Black and Green Brigade. That is indeed 7, 8, and 9 for us. See a bunch of lacrosse players out there. Future of Highland lacrosse, I guess. Always a good sight to see. Hopefully they will make it to varsity one day. Wouldn't that be nice? I think it'd be nice, I look. But that's just me speaking. A.Z. Patterson. He's just ready to go. Chilly day, but pretty sure we don't mind it one bit. Looking Colton Jogging back to the dugout. 2 shutouts so far for Cooper Richanevsky. How are you? How are you guys? So, thank you. Thank you. Anyways, almost time to rock and roll in the bottom half of the second. Cam Cook, the second baseman, gonna be ready to lead things off. As we got the baseballs in. First, you have a good throw by the center fielder, Hudson Abel. Coach Grissom, of course, our head coach, Jay Grissom, has been here for such a long time now, folks. And he's done a dandy of a job. Of course, that run to the Final Four 7 years ago. 2-time district champion, 3-time district finals appearances, 3 district finals appearances, losing to Eds last year, losing to Ignatius the year before, but that's always tough, those schools. I'm pretty sure he'll be the first to admit that. 0-1 to Cam Cook. Thank God we don't have to run to Eds or Ignatius ever again. Unless we want to pencil them in the regular season, but in the playoffs, that's not the case anymore. They're Division 1, we're Division 3. Cam whiffs on that 0-2. And I'm not complaining. A lot of people don't like the fact that the high school divisions have expanded, but I like it. I mean, we don't have to deal with the big fellas anymore. We don't have to deal with the big boys. Big private school boys, I guess. As Cam's gonna watch that one bounce 1-2. I know, don't get me wrong. St. V. St. M's in our division, Hobin's in our division, but as Ignatius, Moore, if we even get that far, my goodness, that's tough. Super duper tough. Patterson, 2 strikeouts today. Won't get his third. There's that one misses. 2-2 to Cam Cook, who plays base number 2 in inning number 2. But the score is not 2-2, it's 0-0 instead. And Cam's fouling that one. Stuck out there, but hey, he just got a piece of it, thank God. Always the catcher, Stitzinger, could not hold on to that thing. 2-2 again. And he's down walking. And AJ Patterson, despite having a bases loaded situation in the first inning, he has 3 strikeouts today. Now it's time for Kyle Williams to come up to the dish. We'll see what Kyle has in stock. Oh, dugout cheering for Kyle. Good right fielder for the good guys. First pitch coming up. Ball looked like it was high and away. 1 out. Yep, the weather is certainly chilly. I thought we were done with this weather, but I guess we're not. Guess we're not. Kyle Williams also wore number 4 for the football team, if I'm not mistaken. Takes ball 2, and he's ahead 2-0 against AZ Patterson. Looks like the left fielder is going to dance in. So everybody going to dance in. Of course, the ball doesn't really hop that far in the outfield grass. I have noticed that from my time as the voice of Hornet baseball. Probably because it's a grass field, as there's a strike 2-1. Look at that. Outfielder's really close into the action. Feels like they're not even halfway to the wall yet. Kyle whiffs. He's down in a 2-2 count. Sorry about that, folks. Whoops. Gotta fix this. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mr. Williams as Patterson is ready. He is going to let it go. Good eye. Copley thought that was strike 3, but instead it's a full count. And Anthony, the sophomore, waits on deck. And the shortstop, too. Full count, one gone here in the second inning. AZ Patterson ready. Set. And he lets his payoff go right now, and it is ball four. So that is yet another walk issued by AZ Patterson today. And now Anthony comes up to the plate. I think that's his third walk given up today, and I will not be mistaken. He walked Ganda, and he walked the man after, whose name I can't remember. Grady, that's it, Grady Gibb. So sorry, Grady. Mistake. And they're going to take a break out there. One on and one out. It's the second inning. Still don't have a single run, and neither do the Indians. Pickoff attempt down at first. Nearly got him. Kyle's got to be careful out there. Anthony, a sophomore. Good player, though, nonetheless. Getting ready once again, AZ. And bounce back. 1-0. He'd love to get a ground ball out here. I know he loves the strikeouts. Who doesn't as a pitcher? I know he's got 3 today. But a ground ball here, anyone towards short and second particularly, would be really nice for Copley and not nice for us. Ooh, good pitch. Anthony buckled right there. 1-1, one out. Man at base number 1. That is, of course, Kyle Williams. His jersey's a little dirty out there, probably from diving back into first. I see him on the far left of your screen. Only coming up. And that's a line shot into center for a base hit. Holding at second is Kyle. We got another threat here, 2 on, 1 out. Landon Soy is up to the dish. He'll have to cash in on this opportunity. The star center fielder for us. And a ball heading his direction today, so there is that. Kyle at second. Anthony at first. Downfield shifts in. Landon trying to cash in. How nice would that be, folks? Ball on. Good eye by Landon. 1-0. Look to the wall. AZ Patterson struggling out here. Sure, he has 3 strikeouts. Sure, he's giving up 0 runs. But he's giving up 5 base runners. 2 of them being hits, 3 of them being walks. He's having some command issue out here. Command issues, I ought to say. As a 1-ball, no strike pitch. Speak of the devil, it's way inside 2-0. Patterson is in danger of having the bases loaded out here. Landon waiting. He is 0 for 1 in this thing. I believe he struck out, if I'm not mistaken. And he looks down to second. AZ Patterson needs a strike, and once again, he needs a ground ball. That would really be key for Copley. Well, Landon knows better. Be half tempted. No, don't bunt. There's 1 out. I think that's playing a little too conservatively. That's just me speaking. That's just me speaking. 3-0. Landon really has him right where he wants him. Noah Radigan waits on deck. See anybody in the bullpen out there, the makeshift bullpen down the first base side for Copley. 3 balls, no strikes. AZ Patterson finally comes back with a strike. 3-1. And it's still all good. Oh, we're young crazy out there. Kyle at second. At first, that is Anthony. Ooh, just barely in there. 3-2, full count. So AZ Parsons come back all right. Count that was once upon a time 3-0 has now become 3-2. Getting ready once again. Here's the payoff. Landon shoots one into left field for a base hit. We'll see. Yep, we're going to try test it with Kyle Williams. Here's the throw home. It's offline 1-0. So Landon Soy does his job, cashing in the first run of the ball game. Very aggressive play calling there by Coach Grissom, sending Kyle home, but it worked. Ain't no complaints right there. Now Noah Radigan's up. Good job by Landon. He was in a full count. Things were not looking that good. But he came back with one just past the diving shortstop and Chmielewski. We got our first run of the ball game. 1-0. One out. Anthony at second. Landon at first. Noah's going to watch strike one. So obviously things are not looking good now for AZ Patterson. He's just given up his first run of the ball game. He's given up 3 hits in the process too. He may be in for a long day. Who knows? Pick off or just a spin back and pump fake. Nothing in one. One out here in the second inning. AZ Patterson is all ready. It was 1-0 go, 0-1 go, and it's 1-1 now as that one misses way low. A good stab there by Jake Stitzinger. Copley really struggling right now. Had a good threat in the top of the first with men at the corners, but could not get that run home. Here it comes. That misses. 2-1 to Noah Radigan. And you definitely don't want to mess around with the dude on deck and Casey Miser. Maybe a junior, but that dude can really hit the ball. So can Mr. Radigan. One out. 2 balls and a strike. AZ Patterson fires away. 3-1. And once again, Casey waits on deck. I still see nobody in the bullpen now for Copley. That's a little interesting. Nobody over there, of course, except for some lacrosse kids. 3-1 to Noah Radigan. He's got Anthony at second. He's got Landon at first. And there is one gone in the inning. Now they have someone going to the pen. 3-1. 3-2. Full count once more. Full count. One gone. 2 on. Noah Radigan, who has a single to his credit today, is waiting. Will the runners jump? No, as the payoff is strike 3 taken. 2 gone. Good comeback there by AZ Patterson. He's now got 4 strikeouts in this ball game. But now Casey Miser's up. We'll have to blow this thing wide open, won't he, folks? Two on and 2 out here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Miser waits. Strike 1. Not swinging at the first pitch, I see. Oh, 1, 2 out here. We got ourselves a nice little 1-0 lead against the Indians. Patterson lets it go, and he bounces out one. Runners hold as it's blocked by Stitzinger, the catcher. 1-1. 3 walks, 3 hits today, given up by Patterson. 1 run, 4 strikeouts. And once again, someone cooking in the pen for Copley. Here's your 1-1. Casey's going to roll down one, a second easy play there, and for the second time today, he's out on a 4-3 ground out. But we did get a run in that second inning, so it was not a lost cause of inning, despite leaving 2 on. If I can show it. No, not Highland. Right there. There we go. 1-0 after 2. We still got 5 innings to play here in WHBW. And the good guys are looking mighty good so far today. Cooper Richanowski had a much-deserved break, to say the least. He won't be complaining about that. I know that for a fact. Left-hander will have to deal with Nathan Strausser, James Waterman, and Hudson Abel to start this. Call it third inning. That's what. Sorry about this. Just need a drink of water. Ready to get back in the action. So 1-0 our score here in this ball game. 2 innings through this thing. As we're practicing with the infield and the outfield, and now we're ready to get back in action. Cooper guns it down again to who one hops it down to Anthony. Cooper had a nice and easy 1-2-3 inning last time. He'd love to a 1-2-3 inning again in the third inning. You have to deal with the top of the order after this man, though, and Strausser, Nathan Strausser to be exact. Nathan Strausser waiting. 4-1. Lacrosse going on out there. You see the kids practicing, having some fun. 1-0 is looped off to Grady Gibb. He should secure it. And another 2-pitch out to start the inning. How about that for Mr. Richnevsky? And again, it involves Grady Gibb. Back to the top of the order, it's James Waterman. A few non-seniors on this team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they also have 11 seniors on this team. How about that? 1-1 to Waterman. Upstairs. Looked like it was a little in, too. One ball, no strikes. Cooper, got James to swing and miss on that one. 1-1, 1 out. Cooper Richnevsky got set once again. He's going to let his 1-1 go in just a minute, working fast. 2-1 all upstairs. Full day once again. My hands are freezing. I don't know if anyone else's are. I mean, if you're watching, you're probably watching at home. A roar foul, first base side, and it's 2-2 with 1 out in the third inning. No, it's always fun here at Highland High School. Of course, there won't be a live stream tomorrow, if anything, because I got a night class. It's a fun night class, but still can't do anything. Full count now to Waterman. Hudson Abel waits patiently on deck. 3, 2, 1 gone. Whoa, not what I meant to do. There you go, I'm swinging. 2 gone. Good pitch there by Cooper. Now up to the plate, Hudson Abel, the center fielder. One of the many seniors on this Copley squad. Cooper's retired the last 6 men he has faced now. Ball 1. He's given up 1 lousy hit. It's to the man on deck, Evan Chmielewski. That happened. It almost got out to deep left field. At the warning track. That's a hot one at third. Noah Radigan's guy throws down, 3 gone. So down in order go, Copley. Copley once again. 2.5 through this thing. It is still a 1-0 ball game, as we'll see if A.Z. Patterson will return to the mound or whatnot. I do not know yet, but what I do know is that Peyton Ganda, Grady Gibb, and Jaden Barr lead off for the good guys. Everybody running out there having fun. Looks like Patterson will be back out in the 3rd inning, just judging by the looks of it. Everybody running, everybody having fun. Patterson trying to shake off what's been 2 very rough innings so far. Man has 4 strikeouts today, though, I believe. Yes, he does have 4 strikeouts. Patterson will have to come back with a better inning. He's been struggling so far. Had a bases loaded scenario in the 1st. Gave up a run the 2nd. Not been his most ideal day. They're going to get the balls in now. Good throw down a 2nd by the catcher, Stitzinger. So now Ganda comes up to the plate. This man 0 for 0 because he walked back in the 1st inning. One of the 3 walks issued today by AZ. And his first pitch of the 3rd inning coming up now. Ganda's going to watch that 1-on-1. 0-1 here to Peyton. Tiffin commit once again. And our catcher and a 4-year starter. 0-1. He wisely lays that one off. Of course, Mr. Hornets coming up Saturday night. Oh, you God. Saturday night, 7 p.m. You can sure bet I'm going to be there, folks. Should be a lot of fun. That'll be after the Highland or BW Marietta baseball game. There it goes to 3rd. Not going to be an easy play. The throw down to 1st. Got Scandal, 1 gone. Not easy once again for Waterman, but he got him nonetheless. Grady Gibb blocked earlier today. We'll see what he has in stock here. 2nd plate appearance. Ganda is now 0 for 1. Of course, Mr. Hornet's always one of the best things of Highland High School every year. We pray the good Lord, my brother does it 2 years from now. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. He can do whatever, I guess. Yeah, I remember my Mr. Horn 2022. You folks remember it as well, hopefully. At least I hope you remember it. It's become a bit of a faint memory. As Grady down 0-2. Probably because we're now all in college by now, and a lot of us are towards the end of our college times. I'm a semester away from graduating once this semester ends, as the 0-2 is going to be spoiled foul back. Absolutely hard to believe, because it feels just like yesterday I was practicing for Mr. Hornet. Woo! A lot of fun. Feel bad for those that will never get to experience Mr. Hornet because they don't go to Highland. But I assume a lot of schools have some similar things like that for their seniors. Grady out to deep left center, way back there. He'll sit down for at least one. He's thinking about two, and he's going to be, oh my, he's going to be safe. Looked like he was toast right there, but the second baseman forgot the ball. And Grady Gibb cruises in a second, didn't even slide. Mistake there by Max Ferris. Grady gives his guards off to Coach Grissom. And now it's Jaden Barr. Jaden 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. You see Grady right there. Whoa, gotta fix that. It's gonna be exciting, Mr. Hornet. I love Mr. Hornet. You know that by now, folks. Jaden Barr, one of the 11 seniors on this team in green jerseys out here. I'm gonna launch ball one or strike one. I apologize on one. Right reaction there, or early reaction from me. Golly, and some of these baseball players like Luke and Noah will be participating in Mr. Horn. I know that. Will I participate in Mr. Horn? No, I already graduated and did 3 years ago. A lot of fun. This might be an advertisement plug for Mr. Hornet, but if you don't show up, that's bad. Why is it bad? I don't know, but it's bad. Just take my word for it. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses low. Just one of the best things of Highland High School. I just got to be emotional too, especially towards the end of it, because man, oh man, that's just life, I guess. Jaden takes 1-2 though. I remember when I did the Dirty Dancing bit, part of the opening act, because there's a dance at the beginning of Mr. Hornet, which is always fun. I sure, for one, enjoyed mine. We were the first ones back as there's a pickoff attempt to get Grady, won't get him. My class, the first one back after COVID, knocked out back-to-back Mr. Hornets, was the winner of the 2020-21 Mr. Hornets, I guess you might say. Mr. COVID. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jaden is down looking. 5 strikeouts now for Patterson. Jaden down looking for the second time today. Now it's Cam Cook's turn to bat. We'll see what Cam Cook can do. You know what Copley's coaches don't know if that's the head coach or one not yelling about things. But here's the first pitch. Cam watches 0-1. I don't know if Cam's doing Mr. Hornet, but I don't know what the lineup looks like this year. I apologize for that, folks. But it'll be fun nonetheless. 1-1, good stab there by the catcher and Stitzinger. Of course, they do the opening dance, then why you should buy the yearbook, the axe, then the intermission for the mothers to walk with the students. 2-1 with the Mr. Hornet participants, I ought to say. That's definitely one of the best moments, in my opinion. I enjoyed it for sure. Got me a little choked up when I did it. Then after that, there was the questionnaire, the excitement, and then the superlatives, and then the top 3 winners. And then the winner gets a guest speech and gets a crown and one of those Ribbons over them. 3-1. On deck, Kyle Williams. Definitely one of the best things of the Highland High School calendar year, Mr. Hornet. Felt like Christmas when I did it. Except that Christmas only came once in my life. Except if it only came once in my life. 3 balls, 1 strike, and Kem's gonna walk. No, he's gonna launch strike 2. I apologize. 3-2. He was buckled right there. My goodness. 3-2. 2 out. Patterson looking for an easier inning. He has not had a 1-2-3 inning so far today. But he'd want to get this out here anyways, and he won't get it yet because Kemp want that thing foul. Just barely got a piece of it. This won't be a 1-2-3 inning either. But much easier inning compared to what he's been up to all day, AZ Patterson. Here's your payoff. Cam whoops one high in the air. Looks like Patterson's going to catch that. Lost his hat, but he's still caught nonetheless. And so 3 innings are done. AZ Patterson with his easiest inning of work yet today. It's a 1-0 contest, however. We're still winning. We have Evan Chmielewski, Brody Petrie, and Max Ferris leading off for Copley. That's 3, 4, and 5. And the 3 and 4 hitters, the only 2 men that have gone on base for Copley today. Jogging going on right there. Cooper Richnowski back out there for his 4th inning of work. Trying to get something going yet again. Cooper does a good job. Ain't no denying that, folks. Here's the outfield practicing once again. Jaden out left. Landon at center. Kyle at right. I don't know how those guys aren't in jackets or coats right now because, especially Kyle Williams, look at that. He's got short sleeves on. Oh, you God, that ain't easy. And Mr. Hornet, Saturday night, it'll be all the way over behind that tree line, behind the woods. It will be at the Highland High School Auditorium. Who knows, maybe I'll see some of my friends there who participated in it 3 years ago, like myself. Evan Chmielewski with their only hit today. Double. He watches ball 1, 1-0. Cooper has gone the last 7 bears out. He's retired all of them in order. The 2nd inning in order, the 3rd inning in order. There's one high up in the air. Won't get 2 pitch out to start off this inning. Heads up. Foul ball. 1-1. Oh, Anthony ran all the way over there. Look at him. He's still yet to get back. One ball, 1 strike. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. He fouled that towards her dugout. Racing for it looks to be Colton. He gets it. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Cooper to the left-hander getting set. Let it go. There's one up the middle and booted by Anthony. Falls down. I assume they'll call that a single, though, because that would not be easy. And Chmielewski on base yet again. Nice effort by Anthony, however. Now it's Brody Petrie to the dish. Runner at first, nobody out. Petrie gonna eyeball 1 upstairs. Cooper right there. Giving up 2 hits, both to Chmielewski, if I'm not mistaken. Pickoff attempt to get Evan won't get him. And remember, for Mr. Hornet, there were 10 participants the year I did it. That was the third one out of the 10. I don't know how they decided the order, but they did. Can't remember what the silly question was for me, as it's 2-0. They always ask you a serious question. I remember they said, "What made you want to do, Mr. Hornet?" Second question, I forgot what it was. I don't know if it's because I got bad memory. I don't know if it's because I'm an old man compared to everybody else out here today. But still, there's one right to Anthony. Good redemption down to first. They got him. Double play. Anthony De Pompey with a fine catch at short and a fine throw down to Grady. It's a unconventional double play, but whatever it is, it worked. 2 gone, and Max Ferris is up. That thing coming in at about 100 miles an hour, seemingly. Not easy to catch. And Anthony did just that. 1 ball, no strikes to Mr. Ferris. Cooper getting set after the bit of a break. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled off the screening, 1-1. Of course, been a lot of fun for us so far. 1-1, 4th inning. 1-0 we lead. 1-1's the count, I ought to say. And Cooper lets it go. Oh, good one right there. 1-2. He's a strike away from yet another 1-2-3 inning. Cooper gets set. Lets it go. And there's a ground ball in the hole. Good play, Anthony. Good throw down, but I don't think he'll get him. I'll put 1 on with 2 out and an infield hit for Max Ferris. So now Jake Stetzinger's up. Still in the 4th inning and a 1-0 ball game. We are winning. Out and it lands up in the screening. I forget that sometimes happens. The ball stuck in the screening, that's for sure. Nothing I want is Cooper tries to get that 3rd out of the inning. Giving up 2 hits so far this thing, 2 base runners, 2. 4 base runners in this entire contest, but still doing a dandy. And the runner holds at first despite the ball dancing away from Ganda. Flat-footed, you might say. That's a little shocking. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Ganda's not catching that. In fact, nobody's catching that. 1-2. Trying to get that 3rd out of the inning. Cooper Richnevsky with a runner at first. It's Max Ferris. 2 gone in the 4th. There's 1 at 3rd. Norragan going to throw down a 1st. And a good pickup there by Grady Gibb. We're halfway home. 1-0 here in WHBW. Yes, sirree. Been a lot of fun so far for us. Cooper doing a dandy out there. He's got 4 shutout innings under his belt. I assume he'll be back out there in the 5th inning. Hasn't really worked that much so far today. Well, you know what he'll say? No sweat. No sweat. And you see everybody running up there. Run out there, I should say. Don't know who's on the mound. It looks like A.Z. Patterson is in the dugout right now. He was on deck, that's why. Is he going to return to the mound is the question. Right now, Copley with nobody in the bullpen right now. We are halfway home at least. Midway through the fourth inning. Patterson is indeed back out there for the good guys. Like they don't have the real catcher Stitzinger out there, and that's because he was the last man up. He was retired on that ground ball to Noah Radigan. Because playing third is certainly not easy, especially in high school baseball when your arm's not fully developed yet. Your arm's not at its peak. So to get that out there by Noah, impressive. Kyle Williams, Anthony DePompe, and Landon Soy will lead off the bottom half of the fourth. That's 8, 9, and 1. What we need here is a big inning. Hopefully this will indeed be a big inning. Wouldn't that be swell? I think it would at least. That's just me speaking. And so Stitzinger guns it down to second. Ready to begin. Kyle Williams leads off for the good guys. 1-0 on WHBW. The only run coming on a Landon Soy single to shallow left. And just escaped from the shortstop of it. Chmielewski. He's having himself a fine day, though. 2 hits for Chmielewski. A.Z. Patterson back to work. He is going to give up a bunt attempt that goes foul third base side. Kyle Williams, all that racing for nothing. I don't know if he would have outlegged that or whatnot, but now the corners are going to be aware. At least the third baseman will be aware. And Waterman. Bunts are never easy to defend, especially in high school. Kyle's going to swing instead, ground it to short. The throw down gets him. So that's Evan Chmielewski right there as Anthony comes up to the dish. 2 pitches, 1 out. We've seen that a lot today to kick off the inning, at least half inning. One gone. Anthony's up. Anthony singled last time. Did not score, however. That one dances all the way to the backstop. 1-0. Hope you're enjoying this Tuesday afternoon. Of course, looks like clear skies and sunny, but really cold and chilly and a little bit windy. One coming in from center field all the way back to the backstop. So you can tell by the American flag right there. At least that's how it looks, at least. And the flagpole is kind of waving a little bit itself. 2-0. A.Z. Patterson. Anthony DePompe watches ball. Strike 1, 2-1. Ain't easy for a sophomore to start varsity, but Anthony earned it, that's for sure. He's a good kid, good player. 2-1 pitch. That one tries to be framed by the catcher, but clearly it missed. Landon Soy is waiting on deck. Of course, Thursday will be BW softball. Friday will be Highland softball. And Saturday, BW baseball on WHBW. 3-1 becomes 4-1. And Landon Soy has the only RBI today. And the single that escaped out to left is up to the plate. It scored Kyle Williams. They're getting ready Copley down 1-0 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. And here comes a pickoff attempt, and Anthony's safe. Don't worry. Don't worry. Can't tell who's in the pen for us, but I can tell you there's another pickoff attempt. And he's really paranoid about Anthony down at first. He fears he's going to take second. Who knows by now? Who knows? He's eyeing Anthony at first. I don't know if there's a pickoff one like in the MLB now. Ooh, good block. It gets away. Anthony's going to easily make it down to second as the catcher, Stitzinger, could not for the life of him find that ball, and that breaks up a ground ball scenario. And Landon, who already cashed in with the runner at second earlier in the second inning today, has a chance to do it again, but this time in the fourth. 1-0 to the leadoff man, who is 1 for 2 thus far. Landon's going to take 1-1. He got that RBI single on a full count, if you remember, folks. There's a good look at Anthony. With one gone, one out. Of course, one on, and that ball's going to escape from Stitzinger, but he does a good job stabbing it, making it 2-1. I really assume this will be AZ's last inning. He's had quite the workout today. That ain't easy, whether you're a freshman or in this case a senior, like AZ Patterson. That ain't easy. It really puts stress on your arm. 2-1 coming up as Anthony leans on at second, leads off at second. Dances back as Landon takes a timeout. Only working this. Bat out. Landon again at second, one gone. No 1, 2, 3 innings so far for AZ Patterson. That's got to be driving him nuts. Getting sent once again. Here comes your 2-ball, 1-strike pitch, which is lined in the center. Base hit. We'll see if the runner tries to score. No, Anthony will not score. He holds that third. Landon again delivers with a good single to the outfield. This time to center. Noah Radigan is up. And Coach Fantazzi still has faith in AZ Patterson. He thinks he can get through this inning without any issues. We'll see if that's going to happen. Right now, things not looking too good for Copley. Down 1-0, in danger of making it 2-0 perhaps. Strike one. Noah was not ready for that one. Well, I'm surprised Landon didn't try and take second yet. No, it's the oldest trick in the book, stealing second with the runner at third. But still, Landon, he does go now. 1-0. It's a hit and run in the left. That'll make it 2-0. Good single out there. No holds at first. Landon holds at second, obviously. Now Casey Miser's up. And to nobody's surprise, looks like they're going to have a talk out there. This might be the end of the line for AZ Patterson. And it looks like it will be the end for AZ Patterson, I believe. Doesn't matter. They're just going to have a pep talk. Everybody gathers in. And sure enough, it looks like he's done for the day. Gave up 2 runs. He'll be responsible for the men at first and second. Patterson, not a shabby day, but still 2 runs, 3.1 innings, giving up a lot of base runners. Always a little tough. Let's Still not too bad. Nonetheless, I don't know if AZ's staying in the game or whatnot. Looks like he's going to take over at third as we see number for second, maybe as Max Ferris is going to check on out. AZ Patterson takes over at short or third, maybe. I don't know, but what I do know is that Copley's got a new pitcher. It is number 7. That would be Jack Ureko. Jack Ureko. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. I apologize if it's not pronounced that way. We won't apologize for the fact that we got ourselves a 2-0 lead here in the 4th inning, and Casey Miser looking to make it even uglier. But Casey struggled today. The dude is 0 for 2. 2 ground outs to second. So was it Evan Chmielewski out there at short now, and moving to third is number 3. That would still be Waterman. I don't know what it looks like, but what I do know is that Casey can really make this ugly. 2-0 in the 4th. Easy Patterson staying out there. He'll play short. Taking over at second, Chmielewski, and taking the day off for now, at least, is Mr. Ferris, Max Ferris. Casey Miser. Got 2 on, land at second, no at first, 1 out, and Casey's going to roll on first base sign. That thing ends up going foul, thankfully. That would not have been good. Usually reliable Casey 0 for 2 in this thing. 2-0. We are winning. I tell you who's enjoying this. Cooper Richnevsky, who's had 4 shutout innings, of course. That misses well. 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, we're undefeated. Not just in conference play. I know it's only been 1 game, but undefeated in regular season play, too. I know it's only 2 games, but still, this is looking good so far. 1 runners go. It's a double steal. Here comes a throw down third. Safe. Good job there by Landon Soy to get in there, and Noah Radigan also took second in the process. 1 and 2. Uh-oh, here it comes Casey, however, in a 2-strike count. That ain't good. He's looking for his first hit in this contest. 1-2. That's going to cash in a run despite the ground out to second. Casey does his job to make it 3-0. So Noah moves down to third. Meanwhile, and Ganda comes up to the dish. Run tag to AZ Patterson out there at short. As the ground out went to Evan Chmielewski. Ganda with a 3-0 lead here. With 0-1. Bottom half of the 4th, we got ourselves a commanding 3-0 lead considering how Cooper's been pitching today. Well, it feels commanding at least. Oh, Ganda's drilled. Now Grady Gibb is up. Man at the corners here, 2 out. Noah at third. Matt Dean's going to run for Peyton Ganda. Ganda will re-enter, of course, as the catcher, maybe to apply more speed on the base path. Maybe to get Ganda all ready for the 5th inning when he returns to the mound, or behind the plate, I ought to say. Got to look out for Matt Dean. He's at first. There's 2 out. Noah Radigan at third, and Grady Gibb is ready. Hopefully to blow this thing wide open if it isn't already. 3-0. And take a timeout. I don't think there's a pitch clock in high school baseball. It's not to my knowledge, at least. Otherwise, we'd be seeing that. So I don't think they need it. They usually get off in time. Strike one to Grady Gibb, ball one. I tell you, we need more runs. You know what they say, the more the merrier, and that couldn't be any truer. Baseball. 0-1, Grady Gibb. Oh my, almost had his head taken off on that 1-1. That wouldn't be good. Obviously, have to duck out of the way on that. Or limbo out of the way, I guess you might say. 1 ball, 1 strike, Grady Gibb. Watch this ball, 2. Run goes down to second. Noah holds at third. So Matt's safe at second. Good idea by Noah to hold at third. It is now 2-1, empty bag at first. There's 2 outs, however. 2-1, here's the pitch. Drops it, but it's still a strike anyways. 2-2 to Grady. 2 in, 2 on, 2 out. 7th batter of the inning. Grady Gibb is waiting. And Jack lets it go. He is going to miss poorly. 3-2. Go. We'll have to deal with Jaden Barr perhaps next in this inning. We'll see what he does here on 3-2, 2 out. Noah at third, Matt at second, Grady up. Timeout as Grady just resets out there. Full count, 2 outs. Getting sent once again, here I go. And he's going to give up a little flare foul. Way out of play. Still a full count here to Grady. Bottom half of the 4th. 3-zip. And that's the score against the Indians. And 3-2 gives up a weak ground ball first base side. That's not going to be easy going to the bag. However, you're right going getting the out. So Strand men at scoring position, but once again, not a lost cause of an inning whatsoever. We did cash in 2 more runs and extend the lead to 3-0. And Cooper Richnowski really is going to enjoy that breakout there. But he's got to get back to work here in the 5th inning. 3-zip our score. It's above the order, yes, A.Z. Patterson. After A.Z. Patterson will be Dominic Figueroa, and then it will be Nathan Strasser. Yes, sirree. Looks like there are some guys out there having some catch out there. Always fun to see that. Trying to stay warm, too. Cooper in his 5th inning of action now. Chilly April Fool's Day. Mother Nature's way of saying April Fool's to Northeast Ohio. It ain't summer yet. And got the balls in just a bit. As Cooper rifles one down to Ganda, who guns it down, and 1 hopper to Anthony. And with that, the 5th inning is finally underway. The 5th inning is underway in just a bit, I ought to say. Easy Patterson waiting off for Copley. Once again, bottom of the order for the Indians. And there's one out in center field. Landon Soy's going to catch it, one going. Sorry about that, folks. Gimbal would not move with me, would not cooperate. But there it is. One pitch, one gone. Is Landon's right there. Center, easy play. Number 15, Figueroa's up. After the nice, easy one pitch out. And he's going to swing and miss. One strike now. Almost surprised he swung after the first man made a first pitch out. You don't want Cooper to work out, or you want Cooper to work out there. You don't want him to have nothing. But hey, he's ahead 0-2. I'm not going to complain about that. 2 out, but I could have sworn there's only one. 0-2. You see him dialed in. Figueroa's going to take a break. Practice hack. 0-2. Cooper ready. Let's go. Ooh, almost got him right there, but instead it's 1-2. His first ball of the inning. Wrong way, that ain't good. Sorry, folks. 1-2 pitch, and he's down swinging. 2 gone. And the 5th inning is now Nathan Strausser, the left fielder, is up for Copley. 2 gone in the 5th. 3-zip lead. I said we needed a big inning in the 4th. We got a decent inning, you might say. 2 runs, and turn today's going. That's pretty good. Ball 1, misses low. Golly nuts, I don't know how any of these kids' hands aren't cold yet. As there's one going to second. Cam Cook's got to hurry. He will just got him. Good play, Cam Cook. And so 5 shutout innings for Mr. Ichnevsky, wherever he is. He's right there, number 21. Not the tallest man on the mound, but definitely a dominant one, to say the least. Who's up for the good guys? It'd be Jaden Barr leading off for the Black and Green Brigade. Then Cam Cook, then Kyle Williams. Looks like Ureko's back out there for the Indians. His team down 3-0. All 3 runs tagged to AZ Patterson despite giving up the 3rd run. Of course, the run was responsible to AZ Patterson. That's what I mean. Hope you understand it, folks. What I also hope you understand is that the good guys are 1-3-0, trying to go to 3 wins and 0 losses on the season. Wouldn't that be nice? I think it would. Ureko ready for his 2nd inning. He's gone 0.2 innings so far. 3.1 for AZ. Gave up 3 earned. A lot of base runners, too. Copley struggling out here today. Looks like every odd inning they give up a donut, and every even inning they're giving up a run. Focus the camera. Yep, you see it right there. 3-0. That's my proof. The Indians still yet to cash in on their paychecks. 6, 7, 8. Jaden Barr up for the good guys. Jaden's got some power. Got some pop in his bat. He's got a home run this season. Excuse me. That was, of course, yesterday to Copley. At Copley. 1 ball, no strikes. Now here comes the 1-0. It's hit in the air at the straightaway center. Easy play there. The catch is made. One gone. Nice and easy for Hudson Abel. And now it will be number 13, Nick Dubkowski, actually. Nick Dubkowski gonna pinch hit for the good guys. See if this works out or whatnot. We got someone going to the bullpen. We'll see if he checks in or whatnot. As Coach Grissom trying to say what's happening out there, perhaps to the home plate umpire. Would be Cam Cook, but of course looks like Nick Dubkowski is going to be in spot. Strike one. So Cam will sit on down for now. I don't know if he's going to check in the sixth inning on the field. Of course, re-entry is a thing in high school baseball. And, of course, high school softball. But I'm pretty sure we all knew that by now. Nick, way late on that heater. It's 0-2. Got someone on the pen right there, but right now he ain't done anything. Because the catcher and Cole was got to get back out there. 0-2. Nick's down looking. 2 gone. Kyle Williams is up to the dish. 2 out so far on the first 2 batters. As Cole's still getting ready out there. Kyle Williams has a run cashed in today. Came back in the second as that one's fouled back 0-1. It is cold, I tell you. This one misses. 1-1, low and away. Over 100 minutes through the live stream, I noticed. So there is that. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Yurko gives up a foul ball back. And ricochets in front of the catcher. He was a strike away from getting Copley their first 1-2-3 inning of this contest. How about that? Not good, of course, but still hard to believe. Been dominant all day. 1-2 to check swing foul ball third. Kyle has to go back. There's the bullpen activity for the Black and Green Brigade. One ball, 2 strikes. And Kyle's going to bloop one in the air, shallow left center. Base hit, it ties right there. Both AZ's hat and Nathan Strasser's hat came off. And now, again, no 1-2-3 inning as Anthony's coming up. Good thing I brought my winter jacket today, because otherwise I'd be freezing. Oh, ye gods, it's cold. Anthony De Pompey. On the pickoff attempt, Kyle Williams is safe. Really been the bottom and top of the order that's been getting it done for us today. That's how I see how Coach Grissom's teams at least. Pickoff attempt down at first, not going to get him again. So 2 attempts, 2 failures. Man at first, it's Kyle. Gone. Anthony watches ball 1 upstairs. Know if Cooper's going to be back out there in the 6th inning or whatnot, considering the bullpen activity right next to me. All I do know is that it's a 3-0 contest and the number 9 hitter is up. Ball misses 2-0. 2-0. Getting ready again, your echo. Fires a strike, 2-1. There's a man at first, it's Kyle. And there's 2 out in the fifth. Your echo, gonna let it go on 2-1. That is inside, 3-1. Landon Soy with an RBI. To his credit, he would be next. 3-1, 2 out here in the fifth. Copley in some trouble, perhaps. And he fires it in there, 3-2. Anthony was ready to go down to first, but umpire says, nope, that's indeed a strike. Kyle's gonna have a jump start on 3-2. On your echo, I just ignore him. Or maybe not. Pick off the time safe. Try to catch him sleeping out there. Run goes, 3-2. The check swing towards the first base side. Fair ball, stepping on the bag and getting the out. That's Figueroa. Steam coming out of my mouth, folks. And Cooper Richnavsky will be back out there as I see Lorenzo still warming up out there for the good guys. Lorenzo, the right-hander, right there. You see him practicing. Oh boy, I thought that was gonna take me out, and that would not be good. Thank God for the screening right there. As you see Lorenzo practice out there. But the story is Cooper Richnavsky, who has been doing a dandy. 5 shutout to his credit. He's got James Waterman, Hudson Abel, and Evan Chmielewski to lead off the 6th inning. That's the top of the order, my friends. And now we're ready to begin the 6th, my friends, once again, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the top of the order once again. James Waterman, the 3rd time around the order for Cooper. Here comes Cooper's first pitch of the inning, which misses low and away 1-0. Of course, I assume they know the pitch count, Coach Grissom and the gang. Otherwise, they probably would have taken him out by now or something like that. The 1-0 was a ground ball to first. Grady Gibb on it. 2 pitches, 1 out. So nice and easy. A 3 unassisted you can write in your scorecard. And now Hudson Abel is batting for Copley. Number 2 for the Indians and the number 2 hole hitter. Looking silly on that swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 1 out in the 6th. Good guys on top. 3-0. There's a line shot. That ball goes foul. All the way out towards the corner as that thing wound up going really foul. Had he been a little later on that, he'd probably have a double to his credit. But he doesn't. Instead, he's down 0-2. Cooper gonna let it go. Bounces it 1-2. And they're still practicing in the pen. I don't know if he'll come in 7th inning. I don't know if he'll come in 6th inning. Who knows by now? What I do know is that it's 1-2, and Cooper going to want to go. Bouncer to short or Anthony down to first, 2 gone. Lorenzo's right there. Anthony's at short. 2 away here in the 6th inning. And now Evan Chmielewski's up. Chmielewski having himself a dandy. He's been up to the plate twice. He's gone on base twice, I believe, on 2 singles. One that made it to the outfield. The other one, or one was a double, I ought to say, as Chmielewski watches well one. The other one was an infield single. The double almost got out. It landed at the track. And Chmielewski's having himself a good one today. He takes strike 1, 1-1. Cool day here in Granger. Cooper got set. And on 1 ball, 1 strike. He's going to make him swing and miss. 1-2. He's a strike away from 6 shutout. And tough slotting for the Indians hitting wise today. Cooper. Ooh, everybody thought that was a call 3rd strike, but instead it is ball 2. Missing just a little bit inside. 2 out, 3-run lead for the good guys. As Lorenzo steps off the mound, or Lorenzo's warming up in the pen. Cooper steps off the mound. I apologize. Now Lorenzo steps off the mound. Excuse me. Cooper gives up a foul ball. It's time for the lacrosse field down there. Cooper Richnamsky and a 2-ball, 2-strike count here to Evan Chmielewski, who's really had the best of him today. He'll have to get him out. He does not. It is 3-2 full count. Brody Petrie would be next. Is it psychological when you've had 2 guys up, or when you've had him up twice and he's got on base twice? It might be. There's a ground ball to Anthony DePompey. Throws down. 1, 2, 3, go the Indians. Guess it's not psychological. Forget everything I just said. So Copley down their last 3 outs, but they need to get 0 runs in this inning. Otherwise, their hopes and dreams of a comeback may be toast. Lorenzo's done practicing out there in the pen. Cooper's had 6 shutout innings to his credit. I'm Coach Grissom. I say, hey, get out there 7th inning. I know I like to keep my stars out there for as long as possible. I know I'm not a proponent of conserving an arm, but still, considering how Cooper's done today, he might as well go in the 7th. The top of the order for them as well. Just like how the top of the order was up for Copley in the 6th. We got Landon Soy, Noah Radigan, and Casey Miser. Jackie Recco, the right-hander, trying to get Copley's first 1-2-3 inning of the contest. We got ourselves a 3-zip lead on WHBW. The bottom half of the 6th is ready to go. Every even inning we have scored so far today, every odd inning we have not. Let's keep it that way because I don't want to come up in the bottom of the 7th, as in we will win the game, hopefully, without having to lock it off. See how Cooper's been going today, that probably won't be a problem, but you never know. Landon pops one up. First base signs that in play. No. Nothing in 1 to the leadoff center fielder with an RBI to his credit. In fact, he's got an RBI. Noah's got an RBI. Casey with an RBI ground out. So it's been the top 3 men of the order that have really been doing a dandy. Landon also scored in the 4th inning, too. on the Casey ground out, or did he? No. He scored on the Noah single, I believe. And then Noah scored on the RBI ground out. Landon fights that thing, fouling backwards. Still nothing in two. To Landon Soy. Getting ready once again. Here's your echo. Nothing in two. Landon's down walking. So Noah Radigan is up. Noah Radigan, RBI single, I believe. Hear a bus backing in out there. Thinking bus might be a long bus ride home for Copley. No, it's not that far from here, but considering the fact that they are down 3-0 and it hasn't been easy today, it might be a long bus ride. It is 0-1 to Mr. Radigan. Not a good day today. 2 hits, RBI, and a run score. But he's down 0-2 right now. Nothing in 2, 1 gone. Rocco set. Gonna let it go. No Radigan. Ooh, good hit down to center field, but an even better catch. Play there by Hudson Abel, retiring Noah on a sharp line out to center. Now Casey Miser's up. Casey's 0 for 3 in this thing, but he does have an RBI to his credit. So it hasn't been all a disaster for him. Holman been ground out to second, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Ball 1-0 to the 3-year starter. And he's only a junior. And he's a star running back on the football team. He's one of the best athletes this school's ever seen. And he's in a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 2 gone here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Here's a pitch. Strike 2 to Casey. He's down 1-2. 1-2 as Jericho tries to get the first 1-2-3 inning for Copley today. Getting ready again. Jack Jericho is set. Outfield shifted towards the right side as Casey's going to foul that one back. Landed about right there. Coach Grissom, of course, at third. Richard Grove, I believe, at first. Coach Winston, the pitching coach. 1-2. Casey down swinging. So Copley gets their first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. And for poor Casey, guess it happens. Yeah, it does happen. That's for sure. Looks like Colton Winston's going to take over at right field. The real question is who's pitching for us? Is it going to be Cooper Richanowski? Yes. Yes, it will be. So Kyle Williams not in at right. It's Colton Winston. And Nick Dubkowski looks like he's on at first base. No, not Nick Dubkowski. He's 13. Number 3 is Grady Gibb. I stand corrected. It's the 3 and 13. You know, I apologize. Not that smart. I do know that Colton's out at right. Grady at first. I apologize again. And Cooper is going on the mound. He's looking to go the distance and pitch a shutout. Star left-hander, 3 outs away from accomplishing that, but he's got to deal with the meat of the order. That's Brody Petrie. Ferris and Jake Stitzinger. It is indeed Brody Petrie. 2 hours through the live stream as Cooper trying to cruise through this 7th inning and send the fans home happy. First pitch is a strike. The southpaw ahead, 0-1. Cooper gets set once again. 0-1. Dances away from Ganda, 1-1. Aside from Colton out there at right, I don't see any changes to the good guys' field positioning at least. 2-1. Lead off man here, 4-5-6 again, Brody Petrie. And now it's 2-2. Count even. Cooper hasn't had too many strikeouts today, but he's had a lot of outs, of course. And there's one high up in the air towards the middle of the infield, and Cam Cook's got it. Well, that's not easy fighting the sun, and Cam will be the first to tell you that. As now I believe it'll be number 7, actually, Jack Ureko. Ureko launches ball 1, 1-0, upstairs. Not again, whoops, sorry. There's a strike, 1-1. There you have 5 more strikes left. Minimum. Hopefully you got that. 1-1, 1 out, 3-0. Hot shot, and it gets past Anthony for a base hit. Was not going to be easy for the sophomore. And now Jake Stitzinger is up. Tying run is on deck. Coach Grissom wants to play this. Still with faith in Cooper. I like that. I really like that. Ground ball towards Cameron Anthony is going to end this thing. The lefty. Throw strike 1, 0-1. Don't know how many pitches for Cooper. Coach Grissom could tell you, but I ain't Coach Grissom, and he's all the way over on the third base dugout. He's dialed in. This could do it. Ground ball to Noah Radigan. Cam Cook down to first. Now we have him down their last down at least. And Grady Gibb could not handle it. Last stop, you might be wondering, it's A.Z. Patterson to be tagged with the loss on the mound. A.Z. Patterson. Gone in the top of the 7th. Strike 1. There we go. 0-1. We're getting ready once again. Small ball that worked for us today, and now we have them down to their last strike. 0-2. This to Tuck Copley to bat and sweep them this season, at least in the regular season, and go to 2-0 in conference play, 3-0 in the regular season. Cooper Richnevsky looking for the shutout. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot. Anthony DePompe goes a short way to Cam Cook, and that's your ball game. 3-0 is your final. Good guys take down the Indians pretty handily out there. Sweep them in the regular season. 2 down, 12 to go to an undefeated American Conference regular season. Yep, the game is over. Yep, we won 3-0. How about that? The good guys, yep. You guys have a good one. You guys take care. Yep, how are you guys? Yep. How is everybody? Good, thank you. Good, we won 3-0. That's why. Oh no, let's go Hornets because we won it 3-0. This is the part where I usually got to interview the players, but considering the fact that Coach Grissom doesn't like the idea of me filming his post-game speeches, and considering how cold it is, I might as well get home. Tommy, thanking you for watching. Till next time, goodbye.